That was a guy that was at, that's at Sterling now? Don't
Yeah.
say his last name, though.
Yeah,
Keep his
there's a guy that I know from Sterling that used to be in Safe Choices that he Saul would call him like a manipulator, and he would like yell that out at him.
So during the
He
group?
would swear at him and stuff.
What kind of swears?
Call him a fucking idiot or something like that.
So he used vulgar language in the group himself?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he says the F word, he says shit, he says ass, he says all that.
So, like all the time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Does he use...
sometimes he doesn't use language like that, but for the most part he does.
So does he use sexually explicit language too? Like other words that we think of as swear words that we will not say right now?
I haven't really heard him say any sexual words.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, considering that he says pussy and stuff like that.
No, that's kind of what I mean.
Yeah, he does say that sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard him say the word cunt before, which is not a very good word.
Well, let's just say the C word, okay?
Yeah, C word, okay. Yeah.
Okay, but so he would yell at this guy?
Yeah.
Would he ever stand up and yell?
No, he was always sitting in his chair, yelling at him from across the room.
So how would this guy react?
He didn't really do anything. He just like sat there and took it. And then when group was done, he would talk to the clients, but he wouldn't like talk about anything that happened in group or anything.
So he just kind of took it and...
Yeah. He pretty much took it. It pretty much went in one ear and out the other, so...
Right. So did yelling and a lot of yelling at people, does that happen a lot in the group?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
So does it seem...
He calls people liars, too. Yep.
What does he say you lie about?
Like, if you say you didn't have a sexual fantasy, he'd be like, come on, I know what you're thinking.
And so what if he said, no, you don't?
Typically I wouldn't say that to him, but I'd be like, okay, whatever, you know.
Okay, so
you can think whatever you want, but I know that I didn't have a fantasy. This is what I would say to him.
So did you ever yell at you?
Yeah.
Would he swear at you?
Sometimes, yeah.
Call you a manipulator? Call you a liar?
Yep.
Did he ever call you any other names?
Not really. Oh yeah, he used to call me Billy all the time.
Even when you told him you didn't like that? That was not your name?
Yep. I told him that at least 3 or 4 times that I didn't like to be called Billy, and he still does it.
Do you think
Just like when he wrote that letter to me, he called me Billy in it. I hate that.
And he knows that because he's a psychologist at Safe Choices.
He's a psychologist. He should know better than to call people something that they don't want to be called.
Right. So, you're not going to group now?
No, they wrote a note. Saul Schonberg wrote a note saying that I didn't have to go to group. He basically said that he didn't want me at group until after the meeting that we had, the team meeting that we had, which was on a Tuesday, I think, on the 10th. But I asked one of the workers at the house if I had to go to group or not, and they checked, and Saul said he didn't want me there at group, I guess.
Did they ask you if your MP3 player had the ability to record?
Yep, they did.
Do you think they're afraid you might record their groups?
Yeah.
And then show people what he's really like?
Yeah. I think he is afraid of that. I really do. He's even worse in the individual sessions, though, I bet, because there's no other clients there to witness what he's doing. to the other clients.
So he offered you individual sessions, right?
Yep, he did. He said if I ever need to talk to him.
Do you think you want to get in a room with him alone?
No.
No.
Never. I never would.
Do you think that would be scary?
Yeah, I do.
You think
especially now because I'm trying to fight for my freedom. Before, like, he might have treated me bad, but I think it would be a lot worse now that I'm fighting for my freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.